They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
16, Mike, 16. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. 16, check back 16. All day, dog. Shit.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Hardman on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll drop to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Second and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw it with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, But with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big pickup there on the scramble. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Slide for the PAT.
And the route is on here in this first half. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Barkley, a first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off the RPO, he completes it.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Hardman to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On second down, here's Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This will be taken at the 10.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Thomas brings it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now here's Samuel on the end around.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
Set, ready, 10 black. Watch the pass. Watch the
of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
52 by 52. Here we go.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Nicole Hardman, 32 yards.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going up top.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Hardman on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at about the 31. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Looking to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging. He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and a QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Sly on for the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying,